Hi guys. So I do apologize in advance if there's any glitches with the internet tonight. It took me a really long time just to connect to the live video. So I do apologize if it's glitchy at all tonight. I don't know what's going on exactly, but I just wanted to make you aware that that might be an issue. Hopefully it's not. Maybe the computer's just being goofy. So for tonight's class, you're going to want a chair. I just keep like a little folding chair in this room that I can grab real quick. Um, it's going to be used one of the times for the other thing you'll want weights. You can do free weights, you can do barbell, whatever you feel is best for you. I think I'm just going to stick to free weights tonight, but totally up to you. Plus, I will be using bands for quite a few of the moves, but all but one of them can be done with just free weights. And the one that can't be done with free weights, you can just do with body weight and it'll be fine. You'll still feel it. So don't worry about that. Otherwise, I think that is everything you should need to know. I might. Nope, I won't. Never mind. I didn't even say anything, but just erase that. All right. So we're going to get started here in just a second. Let's just start with prayer. Heavenly Father, I lift up your name. Lord, just be with us. Help my brain to process things correctly. I've been so clumsy and having issues lately. So, Lord, just be with me and help me to provide a good class for everyone participating today. Just keep our bodies safe from all injury and just send your presence down so we can feel the Holy Spirit during this workout. I ask all this in Jesus' name. Amen. All right. So let's get started with that warm up. All right, here we go. All right, step touch. All right, we're going to go straight into a jumping jack. Remember, if you ever want to modify, you just come here. Just tap that foot instead of jumping. And remember, if you can, leave me a comment. Let me know you're here. Keep jumping. Hi, Carrie. Carrie, you are a rock star. I am so glad you're here tonight. Woo! Guys, my legs are like tired today. I suppose it's probably from that flow fusion. But dang, jumping jacks are hurting a little bit. All right, we're going to switch. Hamstring curls. If you want, you can add a little bit of arm, pulling those arms back. You don't have to, though. You can just focus on that hamstring curl. Woo! Excellent. Keep going. All right. We're going to squat it down. And we're going to kick it across. Squat it down. Kick it across. Here we go. Squat. Kick. Squat. Kick. Make sure weight's in that heel. Chest is lifted. Engage that core. All right, we're going to reach towards the opposite foot. Just reach towards. It's okay if you can't actually touch. Whew. Woo. Oh, hi, Stephanie. I didn't see that. Woo. Hi, Lisa. All right, we're going to swing this leg open. You might want to grab a wall for balance or that chair I suggested earlier. We just want to open up that hip here. All right, we're going to go ahead and switch the other leg. Same thing. You guys are doing beautiful already, but we all knew you would. Y'all are awesome. Woo! All right, we're going to do a side lunge. So we're going to shift our hip over, straighten out this leg, bend this leg. Side lunge, other side. Excellent, just like that. I want you to imagine you're tapping that butt cheek on a tiny chair. Enjoy that nice little stretch to the opposite leg. All right, we're going to speed this up. Here we go. Sweep, sweep. Keep that side lunge going. You don't have to sweep as low as me. This is still the warm-up, so don't get too intense here. Woo. Hold it here. Little pulse. 3, 2, 1. Other side. 3, 2, 1. All right, bring it on up. We're going to hinge it forward. Stand it straight up. Stand it straight up. A couple more like that. We're warming up that posterior chain here. Hey, if your reach forward doesn't mean that you're touching the floor, I don't want any shame, condemnation to enter in. Reach towards the floor. Don't worry if you touch it or not. All right, we're going to stand it here. Lift and lift. You want to hold something, you can. Other side. Lift. All right. Go ahead. Grab your weights. So if you have a barbell, you can throw it on your shoulders. If you're working with free weights, I decided to make today a free weight kind of day. Free weights will go up on your shoulders. For this first one, you're going to turn out your toes. Your legs are super wide. So you want to be wide, not so wide that you're going to fall over immediately, but still very wide. All right, get ready for this plie. Channel your inner ballerina for this one. All right, here we go. Down, up. Great job. Down and up. Down and up. You got it. So at any point, if you feel like it's getting too tough, you can drop your weights, but you're pretty strong. I think you can handle it. Woo! Where does your strength come from? One, rest from the Lord, baby. All right, round 2, isometric. We're going to bring it down, and we're going to hold it there. Woo. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Down. All right. Sink it low. So in a class, I often find people all the way up here, so they're barely engaging. Get down lower. All right. Imagine here, you are the hockey goal. You're not the goalie. You're the goal for a bunch of toddlers, because in a real goalie, a real hockey game, they probably need a bigger net. But you're the goal. So don't make it harder on those toddlers. Keep those legs wide. Sink it down low. Rest. Woo! Excellent. All right. Pulses are next. We all love me some pulses, right? I know you do. Get ready. 3, 1. Here we go. Woo! Feel that burn. If it ain't burning, get a little deeper. Woo! Yeah. Bump, bump, bump. Woo, little one-inch movement up and down. Make sure those toes are still turned out. Brace that core. Woo! Feel that heat. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Woo! All right. I showed you this move in the warm-up today. We're gonna do side lunges. So pick a side. I'm gonna start with my left leg. So you're gonna sit it back, straighten out the other leg, and then stand it up. We're gonna throw weight on those shoulders. Option, throw weights on the shoulders. They could be a barbell, they could be free weights. Totally up to you. All right, get set up. Here we go. Sit it wide, stand it up. So there's gonna be a temptation to just come to about here and stand it up. I want you to imagine that butt cheek has to get low enough to tap a Minnie Mouse, we're all with Minnie Mouse today, Minnie Mouse toddler chair. Now you know how low, so get low. Check out that knee though. Knee better not come in front of that toe. Rest. Woo. All right, get ready because we are gonna hold it isometrically up next. Woo. You can always go heavier or lighter depending on what kind of weights you have. Here we go. Hold it down. So check it out. Since we're just holding this one, you can really check out where's that knee. Is it leaning forward? That's a big no-no. Not just because I like to pick on you and tell you not to do that. No, that's a big no-no for your knee. Stick out the booty and then set it down low. How low can you go? Breathe here. Starting to get those elbow drips. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo. Man, I was feeling that one. Get ready. We got pulses next. Whew. I don't like having to take my weights on and off, trying to balance while I train. All right, here we go. Pulses. Little 1-inch up and down. I want that booty to burn. We are really going to focus on the booty today. So by the end, if your booty did not burn at all, you let me know. Woo. Woo. Mine's already burning. So we got to work on your form if yours is not. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo. Rest. All right, go ahead. Grab a drink of water. Shake it off. We're going to go immediately over to the other side. I'm going to turn to the side real quick. So this time, my right leg's going to bend. I'm sitting that weight really far back. That chair that I keep talking about. Got to get that butt cheek on there. I want you to connect with that butt cheek today. Feel everything that butt cheek is feeling and embrace it. Here we go. I know. Who's this crazy lady telling me to connect with my butt cheeks? Her name is Sarah Boomgarden, and you'll love it. Why do I say connect with it? Because you can go through all these movements and not really recognize where you were feeling it. But today, our special focus, at least for this move, is going to be connect with the booty. Maybe your flexibility isn't great and that standing leg, that's okay. Rest. All right, get ready because we got that isometric movement. I want you to hold it down as low as you can and hold it there. 1, here we go. So wherever you are, sink it down a little deeper. I'm going to turn this in. Get down lower. Try and get that butt almost to that knee line. Woo! Get that booty low for me. Woo! 10 more seconds. Drop that booty a little lower. Try not to slouch forward with those weights. Rest. So here's what my shoulders were wanting to do. They were wanting to come forward. Try and focus on keeping those shoulders up and back. Okay? You're going to have to fight your instincts. Here we go. Pulses! Woo! Show me how brave you are. Woo! Keep going, my friend. Woo! Booty bounce, bounce that booty. Woo! I'm making those cute faces again. How do you like it? Woo! We're almost there. 3, 2, 1. Woo! Holy cow. All right. Now, if you have a band, I want you to grab it real quick. We're going to put it around our thighs, above the knee, never on the knee. So my knees are here. I want to make sure it's above. We are shuffling. Wide steps. So you're going to sink it low, shuffling side to side. If you don't have the band, just grab your weights, throw them on your shoulder and shuffle. Or just shuffle. Hey, though, if you don't have a band, I want you to really, really focus on staying down as low as humanly possible. So our tendency is to feel the pain of the movement, feel like this is tough, so we start to stand up a little higher. Not today. Stay down a little lower.
3,
2, 1.
rest.
Woo! All right. So, round 2. We're going to squat it down. Then you're going to step it out. 2 jacks.
2.
Squat it down. Here we go. Squat. Jack. Jack. Squat. Jack. Jack. Squat. Jack. Jack. If you want to just step this, here's what you do. Step. Step. Squat. You don't have to actually jumping jack. If you feel confident, you can have weight on your shoulders. I'm just going to demonstrate without though. Woo! Rest. Catch your breath here. We're going to start on the edge of our mat. You're going to pulse those knees open. 2, 1, shuffle. 3, 2, 1, shuffle. 3, 2, 1, shuffle. 3, 2, 1, shuffle. 3, 2, 1. Take it down a little lower in the squat. 3, 2, 1. Keep going. Follow along and go at your own pace. Either way's fine. Woo! Rest. Excellent. All right, go ahead and lose the band. Don't completely lose it because you will use it again. All right, we got a couple options for this next one. We're going to be doing deadlifts. So I'm just going to demonstrate. You can do this one easily with a barbell. I'm just choosing to do free weights today. No particular reason. So if you want to try what we're fully doing, put all your weight in one leg, hinge it down to the knee, squeeze it up. If that's too much for you, stack those feet underneath those hips and just hinge. All right, here we go. Single leg deadlift. So really focus here. If you need to take breaks from time to time to bring those shoulders back, do it. What I don't want is slouchy McSloucherton. Leaning forward and then throwing out your back. Keep those shoulders back. Engage that core. God gave you that core. It might not be a six-pack yet, but you still got one, I promise. Rest. All right. We're going to do the same thing for round 2, but we're going to hold it isometrically.
3, 2, 1.
All right, here we go. So, if this is really hard for you, you can always choose to lose the weight, at least in one hand. Grab a chair or wall for balance. Keep that leg up high. Those weights are resting around the knees. Keep those shoulders back. Draw that belly button in, and then engage the core. Really hold it tight, that whole 40 seconds. Whew. I want that core tucked in tight. Imagine a corset, pulling it all together. Whew.
2, 1.
Whew. Rest. So that core is important for every move. This one's even more because I want you to keep that back safe. All right. You got an option.
2, 1.
Do what we did the first time, down and up, or hold it here and pulse the leg. So you choose. Maybe you'd prefer to be here, but if you can hang it, give me a little pulse here. Remember, draw that core in. This one's especially important. You don't want to tweak anything in that back. Keep those shoulders lifted. Your foot might drop down. That is okay. Just get right back up. Woo! Rest. All right. Do me a favor. Shake your booty. Get that blood moving again. Whew. Grab a drink of water real quick. We are going to do same thing, other leg. So the last thing I'd want is for you to go on the rest of your day only working one leg. Then you just have like a bulging quadricep and glute on one side and a weird one on the other. We ain't about that life. All right, we're going to do the same thing. Other leg. Find your balance. Chest is lifted. Hinge it forward. Up. Hinge forward. Squeeze it up. Woo! You're doing so good. Now, I said this earlier, but if you didn't hear me the first time, you can always do both legs if that balance just really isn't happening today. Really focus on that Superman chest. What do I mean by that? When Superman's flying or walking around, he's like this, right? Shoulders are lifted and back. He's got confidence. Confidence means shoulders back. You have confidence. Let's go. I believe in you. Isometric. So remember, maybe this time you don't want to use weights and you want to just hold on to something for your balance. That's okay. Superman that chest. You might have to remind yourself a few times. I find myself slouching forward when I think about it. It takes a little brain power to remind yourself. but you can do this. Where's that belly button? Is it drawn in? Rest. Woo! What a beautiful word. Rest. All right. We've got that pulsing one. So you want to hold that chair, feel free and do it. Or if you just want to do round one, you can do that too. What do I mean by that? You can either pulse that leg or you can just come here. Maybe you feel confident today. Still keep those shoulders back. The weight of those weights is going to pull them forward. That's why it's so important for you to focus on keeping those lifted, okay? So you should feel this definitely in those glutes, but in all of that posterior chain. So that's hamstrings, glutes, your back. Rest. Whew. All right. We got squats next. So for the stance, this is hip distance where your hips, put your feet underneath your hips. We're going to step it out from there just a little bit wider. I want you to put on as much weight as you can handle. If it gets to be too much, you can always lose some, but I want you to challenge yourself for this round, okay? So grab that weight, whatever weight you feel like using. All right, here we go. So you set those hips back and down, checking to make sure those knees, they never come in front of those toes. Whew. I want that butt down to that knee line. Check out where your knees are. Is your butt down that low? It sure better be. I know it is. You guys are rock stars. Whew. You don't stray away from a challenge. Not you. You are in beast mode. Rest. Whew. Catch your breath if you need to. Maybe I'm the only one that lost it. We are going to bring it down low. Whew. So we're going to hold it there. Here we go. Hold it down low. So for this one, keep the butt low. So your body is going to start lifting up on its own. When you start noticing that, sink it down a little deeper. Remember, weights in those heels. So you don't want those knees coming forward. You want them back. Sink that butt down low. You feeling that yet? Not at all, right? 2, 1. I'm kidding. Of course you were feeling it. All right. Pulse is next. Whew. So pulses just mean a one movement up and down. That does not mean up here. That's at the base of the movement. All right, here we go. Pulses. Good job. Take it down deeper. Pulse it out here. Can you tell me if you're your heels? If not, sink those hips back a little further. Maybe that means finding a wall where you can kind of lift up your toes and you can fall back. I had to do that for a while because I had a tendency to use the wrong muscles. Woo! Excellent, you guys. All right. Grab your band again and meet me on the mat. Whew. So we are going to do clamshells. You're going to bring that band up above the knee. I don't care which side you start on. Now remember, if you don't have a band, throw a one weight up your hip instead. So you're just opening and closing Get a little clamshell. If you have a weight, you can use that. If you want to just stick to the band, that's fine. If you don't want to use either, that's okay too, especially if you're new. Whew. We are going to hold it isometrically next. So that means you open it up like your clamshell is about to catch the pearl. Kind of dirty. It wasn't meant to. Whew. You only find these clean jokes on Christian fitness, right? All right, keep those legs open and wide. I want you to really feel this in that glute. So you're really working that gluteus maximus and that gluteus minimus here more than anything. And those are two parts that really help protect those knees. You need those knees to be strong. You need strong that support those knees.
3.
So you can be a runner, a dancer, whatever, for as long as you want. Pulses. So we're at the top range of the movement. Like you got confused and you were going to lower it down and then you're like, oh wait, yep, got to keep it up. And you just kept doing that over and over again. Or think of it like your leg is like head banging. Woo, I cracked myself up, you guys. Holding no weight, so I stick with the band. Woo! All right. I want you to get your best made pose going. All we're going to do is same thing, open and close. Use it. All right. Get yourself ready. 5, 4, 3, 2. Loves me is for me. He loves you too. Woo. Woo. Keep it going. I know it's starting to burn. You're probably feeling that resting leg. It's not really resting, is it? Woo. 2, 1. Woo. All right. You know what's coming next. We've got that isometric hold. So I don't know what you got to do mentally to prepare yourself, but do it real quick because we're about to do it. Here we go. Isometric. All right. I know what you're feeling. All that burn right around here and that booty. When you get to that point where you're like, woo, this is a doozy. I'm ready to give up. I want you to hold off at least 5 more seconds before you rest and come back, okay? Hold that doozy for an extra 5 seconds before you give up when you're at that moment ready to. You do that for me? Woo! Rest. You guys, excellent work. Woo! You guys ready for this? We got pulses coming next. Woo! Can like feel that in my calves for some reason. All right, here we go. Pulse it for me. You get a pulse, and you get a pulse, and you get a pulse. We all get pulses. I know that's what you came for. That pulse action. That feeling of, holy cow, is my butt gonna fall right off my cheek? Woo! I promise your butt won't fall off. It'll get stronger. It'll be more defined, but I promise it won't fall off. I hope that's not really a fear anyone has. Whew. This isn't a cartoon. All right. Next one, you want the band on if you have it. This is the one where if you don't have a band, just make do. So the band's going to go around the ankles. This one is just really awkward for lifting, and I wanted to be able to show it a little bit better, so I'm going to switch to a lighter band. All right, so this is one where you may want a chair Just in case you're starting to fall forward, a taller chair is better. You're going to take that leg back and you're going to kick it up. Whew. So you may want to like hinge it forward. Maybe you have a short chair. So if you didn't have a band, I just want you to bring it up as high as you can. If you're really worried about getting a powerful enough feel from this one, here is one option I'll give you. You can bend the knee and lift it up. But it's not necessary. You don't need to feel like you have to do that just because you don't have a band. And if all you have is a long band, just tie it off so it can be that resistance for you. All right, here we go. Hold it up. So maybe you don't have a band and you're like, this isn't enough, Sarah. If you still feel that way, go ahead and draw circles. If you have the band, you still can draw circles. I'm going to choose not to, but you do you. So now you have a couple different options to make it easier, harder, whatever's working for you today. Woo! You're really going to feel that in the standing leg too. Whew. All right, for this next one, you are going to pulse. So lift that leg as high as you can and pulse. So maybe you also want to just challenge your balance today. That's a great idea. See if you can. We're just lifting that leg with a little pulse. Excellent, you guys. Woo, it hurts. I know. This isn't what you probably consider a good time right now because it does burn. It burns so bad, especially that standing leg, right? Like you expect it all to be that lifted leg. Rest. All right, do me a favor and just shake those legs out. Get that blood flowing. Get that lactic acid moving. Just shake them out. If you feel a little thirsty, grab a drink. We're going to do all of that all over again on the other leg. I know you're excited and you can't wait to do it again. Don't even lie. I know. All right, get ready. Plant that other foot. Lift this one. So if you don't have these bands, keep going with this move. But maybe you have something like this instead. All you would do is tie it off, and then you have a little mini band. Same thing goes for one of these. Tie it off, and you have a mini band. Rest. I'm going to have to do a few extra of those at the end because my legs are going to be a little uneven. Woo! All right. Get ready. We are going to isometrically hold. Now remember, lift it up as high as you can. To get that height, you just hinge forward from the hip, right? So if you're holding it up, you don't have a band, you didn't like holding the weight in your knee, and you want more, go ahead, make circles. Maybe you have a band. Definitely not if you have a weight. I don't want circles with the weight. That is just asking for the weight to fall. Honestly, I didn't use my barbell today because the past week, I have been dropping everything.
2, 1.
Rest. We're going to go to pulses next. But say I'm getting coffee. I'll spill my coffee. Or I'm trying to put the creamer in. I spilled my creamer. Or like today I was making a salad and I spilled the dressing everywhere. That's just been kind of my day. Or my week, I guess. Little pulses here. Okay? We're just pulsing. So maybe you want to challenge your balance. You could always take those arms into like an airplane or just like hover them over your chair. Whew. And greater is the one living inside of me than he who is living in the world. Ooh, feel the burn. Yeah, baby. Woo, we're almost there. Don't give up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right. You don't need the chair anymore, so you can ditch that. Whew. Waddle on over. Put that away. All right. So actually, you got a couple options. You can use the band, or if you want, I'll show it with the weight, actually. We're going to go into a fire hydrant. You just have the weight. You just open it up and close it down. If you have the band, it's going to go around those ankles. All right, go. So if you're using a band, it's like so. Try and square up that hip. I mean, you could use the band and a weight too if you're just extra crazy. I don't want an extra burn. Whew. You do you. Woo! Not by your strength, but by his. Remember. Woo! Rest. Quick little rest here. Woo. Ow. We're going to do that again, but we're going to hold isometrically this time. It's really important that you hold it up as high as you can without dropping. All right. I'm kind of demonstrating both right now. I'm using a weight and the band. So you've all seen a dog on a walk. Second it comes over to a fire hydrant, especially that male dog, and they lift up their leg to mark their territory. That's what you're doing right now. Except instead of marking your territory, you're telling that leg who's boss. You're telling that leg, hey, guess what? I'm going to break down your muscles and I'm going to rebuild them back up. So I'm stronger, leaner, and more able to protect my body. Whew. What do I mean by more able to protect my body? I just mean simply that you'll be able to avoid injury because you're strengthening those smaller muscles that are so important to protect. Here we go. Little pulses. Woo! It burns so good. All right. Don't you lie to me. I know you love that burn. It reminds you you're alive, right? You still got that blood flowing, except for it's not flowing right there. We're trapping it in that muscle. It says, where can I go? Sarah won't let me let it go. No, she won't. We're going to trap it until that timer goes off. Woo! Rest. Amazing. Amazing work. You guys are doing great. All right. You might have to waddle if you got bands around your ankles. But grab a drink of water if you can. If you're just like not feeling the waddle today, don't worry about it. We're going to do the same thing again, but on the other leg, okay? Ooh. Come back down. If you use the weight and the band last time, you're using the weight and the band this time too. We want to keep it equal, okay? As much as I love to just use my band now, I committed. I used a weight and a band last time, so that's what I'm going to do on this side. You're on that new leg, that fresh meat, and you're going to show that booty who's boss. I want you to try and get that like L shape up as close to that hip as you can.
3,
2, 1. Woo! All right, guys. Whew. Catch your breath if you need to. I don't know. Maybe you're not out of breath. Maybe that's just me. We are going to isometrically hold it up.
3,
Don't let that leg drop. All right. I want you to imagine by holding that leg up, you're balancing something on the top of the leg here. And if you let it drop even a centimeter, that glass that you're balancing is going to break. And we don't want that broken glass, do we? Woo! I know it burns. I know you're probably cursing my name right now, but stick with it.
3,
2, 1. Woo! Great work, you guys. All right. We got one last set of these. We're going to pulse. I always say the best for last.
2, 1.
Here we go. Reason we're singing. Woo! Keep pulsing. My leg's ready to give out. No big deal. Open up the heavens. I want to see you. Woo! Give me a scream. Give me a shout. Whatever you do, don't you give up. Not this time. Not ever.
3, 2, 1.
Woo! All right. For this last one, I'm going to use a giant ball. Oh, not a ball. Chair. Grab a chair. Forgot what I was doing. We're doing a hip bridge. I mean, you can use a ball. It's more challenging with the ball, but you sure as heck can. And you got a couple options. And this could be a couch. Doesn't have to be a folding chair. Just something you can lift your feet up onto. Coffee table. Option to put a weight on the hip. Lift it up and down. If you want to make this even harder, you can always alternate lifting those legs up. Or if you're content with how hard it is already, you'll just lift up and down. You can definitely do this movement with no additional weight. This extra weight is not required. But why not if you got it, right?
3, 2, 1.
Rest. Woo! All right, quick rest here. Whew. I'm taking this rest seriously. I am like relaxing my legs. Don't get too comfortable. Here we go. We got isometric hold. All right, hold it up. Isometric just means you're holding still. You're coming to that work. Woo, keep going. Part of the movement. And you're staying put. That's it. It sounds fancy, like it's some big word. I promise it's not. Just a word. Woo. It means make that booty and those hamstrings work. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Rest.
Woo. Whew. So this has been a back of the leg centric workout today. We've done a lot of booty and a lot of hamstring
1.
pulses. Woo! You can hear that beat. Pulse along to it at the top of the range of the motion. If you want, you can always lift one leg up and then switch at 20 seconds and do the other leg, or just alternate them. Woo! If you're got that leg up, go ahead and switch it. Keep pulsing. You can make goofy faces right now. I know your body probably can't help but it. Do it. I know mine's doing that. Woo!
3, 2, 1.
Rest. Woo. Great job, you guys. I don't know how you're feeling right now, but I got good news for you. We're already at core. Whew. So if you can successfully stand up, kind of took me a second, but if you can, come to your feet, put away your chair. Unless you're using a couch, you don't have to put away couches. I honestly, all right, we're gonna grab a weight if you want. Hold it here. Feet are gonna come about hip distance apart. We're just gonna swivel that waist. So draw that belly button in. So those legs aren't moving. It's strictly the core. If you want to really exaggerate it, you can, but quick. Woo! Beautiful! Keep it going. You're doing great. Come on, a little longer. 2, 1, rest. All right. We're going to come down to the ground. Hold up your plank. Here we go. Hold it up. We're just holding it isometrically. So I want those wrists stacked underneath the shoulders. You can be down on your elbows. Maybe this bothers your wrists. I know for some people, especially if you're not used to doing planks, this may really bother those wrists. In that case, come down to the elbow. You're still working your core either way. Keep holding strong here. Rest. We're going to flip it to one side. We got a side plank. If anyone's brave today, try lifting that top leg up. All right. So you're either here, maybe you have one leg down or one knee down. Maybe you lift one leg up and hang out here. Whew. The shoes are like slipping. All right, I'm coming back to this side plank. You do you though. Woo! These shoes like are hard to stack on their side like that. All right, other side, let's go. Woo! Maybe you drop one knee down. Maybe you're on your elbow. Just like a regular plank, you can be down on that elbow. You can have your arm up. You can have it resting here. Whatever feels comfortable for you, okay? I mean, I know this isn't comfortable, but whatever feels right. Maybe that's a better phrasing. Whew. We're getting comfortable being uncomfortable right now. That's part of that growth, part of that strength. Comfortable being uncomfortable. Whew. Come onto your back. We're going to hold a boat. You're back on those sits bones. Lean it back. You can have your hands on those knees or thighs. You can straighten out those legs. You can reach those arms out, whichever level you're comfortable with. I want it to be a challenge for you, though. If you know you can do more than this, but you're just hanging out here because it's easier, I want a challenge for you, okay? When you stay in that place where it's comfortable, where it's not too hard, you never get that breakthrough. You never push past that limit. Rest. Whew. All right, we're going to come onto our elbows. We're going to bicycle those feet, but you're going to rest on your elbows. Here we go. Bicycle those out, not your elbows, your feet. Woo. Woo. That's stinky. Woo. I don't know about you guys, but I worked up a good sweat. I smell not pretty. Woo. Race me to the end. Woo. Speed it up. Woo. Race. All right. We're going to start in a half pigeon stretch. Cross one leg in front, stretch the other long behind. Option to stay up here with those shoulders lifted. If it feels okay, you can drop down to your elbows. Maybe even reach all the way down to the ground. Don't mind me, I'm just trying to feel like my hips popped out of place. I got weird hips. Excellent. We're going to go ahead and switch those legs out. Other leg comes in front. We're holding this one extra long today because we worked this area extra hard today. Woo! I think next week, we're obviously going to still work on the glutes and hamstrings, but I think I might make it a little quad centric because we haven't really done that in a while. So be ready for that. Oh, my quad, Becky, look at her squat. I'm really into like those shirts with like puns and sayings on them. And then I got a Cricut so I can just like make whatever ones I want. Go ahead, release. All right, bring one knee up, one knee down. We're going to stretch out that hip flexor. Push those hips forward. So you're just pushing that hip forward, not the full body. So feel it right through here. If you're a runner or a dancer, I recommend this stretch every day, especially on days when you're exercising. Go ahead, switch. Other leg. Push it forward. Whew, do I feel this one today? Excellent. All right. We're going to stretch out that IT band. So we're going to take one leg behind the other. We're going to take that same arm. We're going to reach it up and over and then just push that hip off to the side. So you're going to stand up nice and tall, but then push that hip out. So you should feel it right through here. This is a good one to stretch and even take a foam roller and roll all the way down to the knee to just really elongate it, because if it doesn't get stretched properly, it's actually one that shrinks. I am living proof that it shrinks because it happened to me. I used to be a runner. Go ahead, switch. Other leg comes behind. Reach it up and over. And I used to have to put tape on my knees to pull my kneecap back to where it belonged because I did not stretch this baby out enough. Go ahead, release. Take those legs wide. Hinge it forward. Reach it down towards the ground. Hold your stretch. Go ahead, roll it on up. We're going to stretch out our quadriceps really quick before we leave. Woo! Boy, I did my quadriceps. Need to stretch today. We didn't work them super hard today, so we're going to not stretch them quite as long. Go ahead, switch. Okay, normally I stretch things for around 30 seconds, not only 10, but we're out of time. All right, go ahead and release. Let's just close in a quick prayer. Heavenly Father, thank you so much for this time together. Thank you for bringing people together to do this with me. Lord, I'm just so grateful for each and every one of them. Lord, I just pray you would bless their life, that they would come to know you even more and just know and feel your love for them. I ask all this in Jesus' name. Amen. Excellent job. I'm so glad you guys were able to join. You guys are truly a blessing to me, and I am so glad to be able to do this every week. If you have any questions, comments, let me know. Find me on Facebook, Fitness with Sarah or Boom Fitness. I have an Instagram, but I wouldn't go there because I never check it. Otherwise, you guys have a great evening, and I will see you Monday, unless you are a dancer and you want to join me for an attempt to do Dance Jam on Saturday morning at 9 a.m. on Zoom. If you find Fitness with Sarah, you'll find the link to the Zoom code or whatever there. But otherwise, I'll let you guys get back to your families and the rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining. Have a great night.